journey that no one expected, starting from a reunion of old friends, resulting in the fall of a nation. History runs in circles, but to break the cycle, it's simply unheard of. The journey to Astera.
What's good, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Tonight is going to be a very special episode. So, those of you who are tuned in so far, just want to say thank you. This will be the start of the finale for season 1 of the Journey to Astera. Then we'll probably take a few weeks off before we get started in season 2. So, you're going to make sure you want to stick around. And like I said, if something happens, you can't stick around. No, you can go to the HoloLock YouTube channel and find every single episode from all the way from 1 till now. So just know that we very much appreciate the support. And with the way things are headed, I'm super excited for season 2. But you'll just have to join and see. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to Ming, unless everybody wants to introduce themselves, but I feel like everybody already knows who we are now.
I know, introduce anyway.
We'll do it.
Do it.
We're good to go. All right, Ming, take it away, brother.
Well, you know me. I'm your lovely game master, Ming the Merciless.
All right, Drew.
I'm Andrew. I play Torart Stoneskin.
All right, Mr. Aaron.
My name's Aaron. I play Zane Corvus.
And Mr. Zach.
Hey guys, my name is Zach, aka Lance Lebec.
And I am Ryan, and I am playing Ventus Fullrose. And I'm super pumped for tonight. All right, Ming, where we at? What's going on?
I'm about to ruin all your lives.
Oh.
So, just to get everybody caught up from the last episode that we had, the team finally got out of the bottom of the tower, and when they finally broke loose, they got a chance to really cut loose, pun intended, as they managed to work their way through a mass horde of enemies and cut down literally hundreds. One of them managed to spot a figure up on the top of the wall and screamed out Nino as they finally recognized him. Even though they'd never seen him in person, they knew it was him. Nino has come down and introduced himself, and now our champion's going to get the chance to defeat him tonight, or is it going to be a bust? Let's find out.
Oh, dude.
Could be fun.
Could be fun. So, Zane, I believe you were the one that noticed him?
Yep.
So,
He decided to walk down very nonchalantly on air and then just kind of stand there and did like the freaking freeze about and said, "Your move."
yes, yes. So, without further ado, I'm going to reintroduce the physical form of Nino. Now, gentlemen, This is not when we were supposed to meet. However, the times being what they are, and you being as loud as you are, Zane, what more opportune time would I have than this? I've been trying to get you out of my way so I can get to that young buck right there, and just... You've become a pain, a thorn in my side, with everything that I did for you. Just for you to split in two and send me on a search for two souls. Turok, I so could have used your help in getting the crown, but seeing as I might have to kill your friends, I think I'm going to isolate you for the moment. And with a gesture of his hand, a thin, clear shield forms itself around you. You can't hear anything, but you can see out of it. Do you try anything?
Do it.
I'm gonna try to use Misty Step to see if I can teleport out of that shield.
Okay, I got you, Ventus. When you go to cast it, you notice that it just pops up right in front of you. It does not go to the outside of the of this covering. I need Turok, Zane, and Lons to all roll me perception checks.
Can I do an Arcana check as well?
Sure.
Okay, my perception is a 14.
Okay.
Arcana is a nat 20 though.
Nice. Turok,
Dirty 20.
Sorry.
Lons, 13. All right. So Zane and Turok, both of you, catch a glimpse of something on Ventus. You see his right eye burning fire red, the flames coming out of it, and out of his left eye you can see kind of a cold mist coming from the eye, and you see a physical manifestation of a stone in the center of his forehead, and in an instant you see him move from where he was standing to directly in front of Nina. Both swords coming down and striking for how much damage?
396 damage.
That instant hit. Now, Lons, you do see the hit. You don't notice the sudden zip from point A to point B. With that hit, Nino stops talking, takes a step back and looks at you, Ventus. Says, "Really? You're going to be that rude? Well, then I think we're going to just have to isolate everyone so I can deal with you personally." Zane, on your nat 20, you recognize this level of barrier as almost a god tier spell. There is no way to penetrate this thing. It's up until it's taken down.
Mm.
And you and Lons both now have the same seal around you. Ventus. Nito turns his attention to the group. You see him lock them in these spaces. And he turns back to you. Says, "The least you could have done is let me finish talking. But no.
I've
You
got
want to cop an attitude.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Oh, you should have plenty to say to me. After all, everything that I have done, everything that I have had to deal with on this godforsaken planet is because of you."
I don't have any idea what you're talking about, but what I do know is that I have friends that were hurt and nearly killed by you.
Oh no, friends that almost got hurt. God forbid that the man who took care of you before your soul split into two bodies do everything in his power to bring you back as one. I was your right hand. And I did everything I could to help you gain the full power of all 6 moons. And what did I get? You ran away. You couldn't handle the pressure. So now, I have to find you. I have to find your other half. I have to find this crown. And I have to somehow put you back together.
Can I hit him again?
Bro.
Shut the fuck up. Nat 20, babe.
Wow.
Nice. Roll the damage on that.
All right. All right. Let's see. That's a D8 plus 2. Do I need to roll to see if the other one hit?
Yes.
All right. 17.
That's a miss.
Okay. So what I do is I take both of my swords and I swing them horizontally, and I clip him with the first one.
Okay.
And I'm rolling damage now, which is
Isn't one slightly longer than the other?
yeah, I think so. 7 plus 2, 9, and then I have to roll a d6. 6. So 9, 10,
15.
11, yeah, 15.
All right. So you hit him again. You hit him for 15 points. He takes another step back and he's like, "You can keep swinging all you want. I'll let you nick away at me all night long. But I think you owe me at least a modicum of time. You owe me that."
I suggest you let my friends go, and then I might consider listening to what you have to say.
I suggest that you realize you are outclassed.
You need me.
Oh, I only need your body. I don't need you alive.
Well, if I die, I'm going to make sure you have no choice but to destroy my body.
Fair enough. Except that I think you failed to realize what I've already done with your friends. And he moves his hand, and now there is the same film around you. He walks over and he taps on it. He goes, "Can you still hear me?" Oh, I love it when they play stupid. So, Ventus, let me break this down for you. You wanted power over all the moons. You asked me to help you with that. And I tried. You couldn't handle the power, and you ran. I sacrificed everything to get you there. Then, because of you running away, the power ran rampant. And it split you off into 2 bodies. We lost everything. The moon started breaking. Astera fell. The source of power that gave us everything. And now, with you not in one body, we can never bring it to the surface. So I need you, conscious or not, dead or alive, so that I can put you and the other thing back together. Your one soul back in one body. Your friends, I only really need one of them. Turok is really the only one I need. Zane, the bard. Not that important to me. Just other pawns that I can move around. And he walks over to Zane, and he puts his hand on the shielding around him. As he runs his hand across it, you can see electricity sparking off on the inside of it, nipping towards Zane. Now I could just fry him. Make him a nice little pile of ash. Or I can let him out and see how well he does going one-on-one with me. You think he could take me? It's an honest question, Ventus. You think he could scratch me? I think he could scratch me. Let's see what he can do. And he drops the barrier. Zane?
Immediately you see Zane instead of like going for his gun or anything, you just see him tap his heel. Not just once, but twice.
Okay.
And it's basically activating the experimental eyes that are on the boots. He doesn't just activate the expeditious retreat. He also activates his long stride,
Okay.
which basically gives him another 20 foot burst of speed.
Okay.
And then you just see him look at old boy and look at Nino, and then where he was, he suddenly isn't. And then he's behind him, and he's got the gun to the back of his head.
It says something here. What do you do?
And I just wait, and I say, I just look at Nino and I tell him, I'm like, this could have all been done a whole lot differently. You did not have to take down my entire fucking nation just to do this shit.
Nino kind of leans his head forward and says, well, you should have been faster. And he disappears from in front of you, reappears behind you, and you feel him tap something against the back of your head. Round 2? You think he can be faster?
And I just basically just kind of say, I just look at Ventus, and I say, do what you have to. And then you see me like pull my gun up, and I just hold it, and I just stay right there. I just don't even do anything.
Oh, how very disappointing. Sanguine Sage giving up.
Can I roll
That's
an
kinda
investigate?
right. Yeah.
I just want to see if maybe I can see if there's anything at all I can do to get out of this.
Okay.
Investigate. Let's see what my modifier is. +4. 19.
You don't see any way out of this thing. It looks completely airtight. Does not appear to have a weakness. Nina walks out from behind Zane. He looks at you and says, I'm very, very disappointed, Zane. I really thought you, of all 4 of them, you would have been the one to actually fight. But that's okay. I have other options. And he drops that bubble around you again. And he walks over to you, Lons. Lons Lebec. I bet you got a pretty little tune to sing. How about you
Nothing
go
for
around? Nothing for me, really.
Nothing for you.
Well, this is rather depressing. I really thought someone would want to fight me.
I don't fight anyone with eye makeup, bro. I'm just saying. I'm not doing that.
Oh, you don't like my tattoos?
I don't like it.
Clip
You're
that.
very inexperienced as a bard, apparently. But quite all right. I can leave you in the bubble. I'll just turn down the level of oxygen on you. And as he runs his finger down the encasing around you, you can feel it getting harder to breathe inside. As it taps on it afterwards and says, you just let me know when you need a little more oxygen. And he walks over to you, Turok. Turok Stoneskin, the Paladin, finally. Took you long enough to get certified. What say you? Do you think you can lay a land? You think you can scratch me? Are you strong enough? Or are you weak like your brother was?
I don't know, but we're gonna find out, I guess.
Finally, someone wants to play. Let's do this. And he drops the casing from around you.
Now, what was it? Shit, where's it at on
Hey,
here?
Can you check the chat real quick? There we go.
No, that's what I wanted. 2d6. All right. I'm gonna swing with my lance with Thunder Smite.
Okay. Roll your attack.
That is 16. Do-do-do. Sorry, I'm using my computer for this. It's gonna be 19.
19's a hit.
Cool. What was damage? 1d12 plus 5. Oh, I had to put up my d12s. And then add my 2d6. $16. Sorry, my brain forgot how to math for a second.
No, you're. I was looking at something else.
Oh, I thought it was the face I made.
Nah. All right, you did how much?
16.
16. All right. So the end of your lance catches him, get him right on the shoulder.
And I'm gonna use extra attack again.
Okay.
Let's go. One more. I'm not quite done. Let's see. That would be 15 plus 8. So, yeah, more than the 19 I just rolled.
So it'd be 26.
23. 15 plus 8?
Yeah, 23.
Oh,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, 23.
15 natural plus 8. And that is going to be for, let's see, 14.
for 14 damage. Okay.
Yep.
With those 2 strikes, he grins. He says, "Wow, so you can hit. I wonder though, can you take a hit?" Oh. What's your AC?
21.
Oh, it's in my damn hand. Alright, first one hits. Oh my god. So the first one hits for 5, and he nat ones on the second. Giving you an attack of opportunity. Roll damage.
Dope. Thunder Smite again with the lance. Woo. Let's see. That's gonna be 16, 20, 22.
Nice. Ah, wow. It appears I'm a little out of practice when it comes to fighting. But I enjoy this. Shall we continue?
I'm not stopping until you're dead.
Good. Roll your initiative.
I start punching the glass because I see Turok fighting him, and I'm just trying to get out to help. So I just try to punch the glass as hard as I can, as many times as I can.
Alright.
I rolled an 8.
Alright. You're up first.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Let me use that. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Bonus action. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him,
Okay.
and then I am gonna use Thunder Smite with hopefully 2 attacks if I get with the extra attack. So it's gonna be Hunter's Mark adds 1d6. Okay, gotta remember that. First attack with the lance is not hitting. That is a nat 4 plus 8. That's 12. And then second one. God damn it. 17.
Okay, 17 misses.
Yep.
Alright.
Well, at least he's still marked.
Yep. And he hits you once. Twice. Huh. For max damage on both for 24.
Check your messenger.
Alright, and Zane,
Yep.
he just spotted you releasing yourself and Ventus.
Yep.
But you and
Yeah,
Ventus
that's basically
are
what I
free.
did. Yeah. Right.
Bro, okay.
So, yeah. So basically, what I did,
Anti-rune?
and I remembered that it could happen. I had that piece of anti-rune tech, that little small one that what's her face gave me.
I
And I
just...
yanked it out of my coat, and I used that sucker, and then like I smashed my shield from the inside, and then I immediately just mega dashed right over to Ventus and I smashed his too. So now we're both free, and now I'm taking aim with my gun and I'm pointing it straight at old boy and I'm shooting with my gun.
All right.
Bro, I literally just messaged him about the anti-rune.
Am I the only one still in the mobile? Right?
Yes.
Thank you for reminding me, because if
You're-
I'm not mistaken, I should have one in my pocket, don't I?
I'm also running
You
out of
have
air, by the way.
The one that we picked up from the bottom of the tower?
Well, I'm gonna come after you. I just had to try and take my moment to try and get
We just need 20 minutes
get
of
us out.
dialogue first, right? That's fine. I have 20 minutes of oxygen in these lines.
Yes, sir, you do.
I know I'm a bard, but damn, dude. Holy shitballs. At this point, I must be unconscious, right? Like, I have to be.
No, he didn't bring your oxygen down to the point that you would pass out. He just brought it down enough where you wouldn't be able to just do whatever.
It's like you're
wanted
standing
in
up
there.
high in the mountains right now.
Yeah, just enough to make you struggle a little.
Well, I shouldn't be able to talk in that oxygen at least.
That's gonna be a 23 for my attack.
It's a hit.
All right. So that's 12 for the revolver's damage itself. And then guiding bolt. He's gonna be plus, okay, so that's 12 plus 1 is 13, 17, 30. 30 damage with the guiding bolt.
And that's enough to break his concentration. The shell around you, Lons, disappears.
Oh, so it's a
Thank
concentrate spell. Fuck that guy. He is done now. I am fucking done.
He takes a step back. Well, isn't it a party now?
Oh, this guy's dead.
I guess it's time for me to just go all out and remind you, Ventus, when you made me the captain of your Eden Guard, this was not my form. Now I will show you what I am
now
truly
he's a
capable
storm
of.
elemental.
No more barriers. No more holding back.
All right. All right.
To the death. I don't need you alive. Oh, you're gonna.
So we're
hate
rolling
me.
initiatives now, or what?
Well, I just had to roll his attack, and he just knocked 20.
Oh my god.
Great.
So,
You know, I feel like, as being someone who's on the outside of this whole conflict,
by the way, I was.
along the lines of not my circus, not my monkeys comes to mind.
Can I use my storm rune right now?
Yes.
Okay. Basically, what y'all see my eyes start to glow again, and before he decides to attack, what I do is I pick up just a small pebble and I flick it at him and basically catapult it right in his head for the sake of story. I'm not actually attacking him, but for the sake of explaining it, I hit him right in the center of his head. And what I did is I looked into the future and saw he was going to attack. So now you have to roll again, and you have to roll because you're at disadvantage.
Still a 19.
It was worth a shot.
But it's not double damage.
But it's not double damage.
That's
So that is 6 damage to Ventus, 3 to Lons, 8 to Turok, and 7 to Zane.
what did he use?
It was a area of attack with lightning.
So I took 6
But
damage.
we're
You said?
all over the place. Did he just
Fucker
like
has a
have?
goddamn
You
hate
got a 30,
from me right
30
now.
Did he
foot
have
radius.
4 different bolts?
30-foot radius.
Mm. Jesus, it's a hell of an
And
AoE
now-
spell.
Now, initiatives.
Okay, do I need to take off the set? I need to do -7 damage.
The what?
I need to do -7 damage.
Yes.
All right.
I rolled a 19.
14.
Damn it, me too.
Oh wait, it's +1. Dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay.
22.
And Turok, you're a 19.
Yep.
Lons, you're a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Nino goes last. So let's start with you, Zane.
Okay. So, is there a wall or anything that's kind of in the area?
The one that he was standing on in the last episode that he walked off of. It's a good 50 feet away from you at this point.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my newfound speed, and I'm going to basically run over there and run up it with my
Okay.
spider climb,
All right.
and I'm going to basically be up against that wall and far enough away from that dude where I can still shoot. So, like, what you'll see is you'll see him basically just dash off in that direction.
Yeah.
And basically he just cuts right up that wall, and then you'll see him like slide around like this really cool little hand slide, and then he's just basically pointing like up and out at old boy, and he's gonna get ready to do his attack next round,
Okay.
or attacks I should say, because that basically like, oh, that was my dash action, run action, or move action, and then the spider climb was another action. So
Okay. Ventus.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my bonus action first and use Giant's Might.
Okay.
And I assume that I'm still pretty close to him.
Fairly.
Okay. Give me one sec. What am I, like 15 feet from him?
Yeah.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up on him, and let's see. I need to check the Giant's Might real quick just to make sure. Use this. Advantage on strength. Okay. That's what I was just checking. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run up and I'm going to take both of my swords and come up with a slash, just like I'm going to slash upwards and try to just cut him across completely. And
Okay.
I'm like putting all ass into it. So
All right.
I do it. And let's see. I'm going to roll. And I
I'm
roll
gonna yell
all
to
that.
hit that old.
that's pretty much
geezer
all you
right in the face.
21,
Okay.
and then 19.
Both hit. Second one's a glancing blow.
All right. So that gives me an idea of his AC. Let's see. So I need to roll damage. So that is D8. 7, 8, 9. So 14 is my first hit.
Okay.
6, and 13 is my second hit.
All right. Damage.
Right. Yeah, 14 and 13.
Okay, 14 and 13. All right.
And let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Tudok.
Muted. Sorry. Am I still right up on him, or did he move?
Yeah, you're still right up on him.
Okay. I'm gonna use Misty Step to teleport right behind him,
All right.
and I'm gonna grapple him.
All right. What's your strength?
20.
Roll your strength check.
Nat 20 plus 5.
Oh. All right.
Get fucked.
All right. You got him in a grapple.
What's it feel to handle lightning, bro?
Well, you
I gotta
got
know.
him.
Is he just sitting there like, blah?
And shit.
Feels like he's going Super Saiyan.
I
feel like this is a grog
I
moment.
can't imagine
where-
that feels good, bro.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it feels good at all.
I'm just picturing a grog moment where he just kind of wraps on her like, "Oh, grog don't like this."
He's like, well, I got him. Now what?
Yeah. That's pretty
I
much
know.
all you're going to be able to do at this point. So, Lons,
Yep.
you're up.
Does that put Nino at disadvantage?
Doesn't put him at a disadvantage, but it does give you advantage.
Aha. I
Mm.
see. Seeing all these fine young gentlemen going ham on him, I decide to play a very neat tune designed specifically for this moment, and I get really, really mad and go into rage mode.
Fuck yeah.
I am sick
Yo.
and tired of this guy already.
All right. So the barbarian is now the barbarian is now raging.
Fucking, I make
That's
up!
correct.
I make up!
You're
I'm gonna
fucking
hit
got
this really looking son of a bitch so hard, he's gonna turn into a rock element or something. I don't know. I don't know how to do insults right now. I'm so mad.
You look stupid!
You're stupid, Ed. Huh.
I hope you're not talking to me.
He's always talking to you.
Right.
And with that, I am gonna get just one big ass swing overhead on this motherfucker with my great axe.
Don't miss.
Don't tell me what to do.
Please don't.
Really don't want to miss.
All right. So rolling strength, yeah.
You're rolling your attack,
You're rolling your attack,
and his AC is halved because he's grappled.
Quick question.
Okay.
and you're at advantage.
How tall is Nino?
In this form, 8 foot.
Alright.
He's a Giga Chad.
Kick it, Chad.
Okay, so advantage on the first roll or
Mhm.
all rolls?
All.
Okay.
While he's grappled.
Yeah, so you roll twice, take the higher roll.
Nat 20, baby. Check the chat if you don't believe me. Just saying.
No, I saw it.
That first one was a 9. I was like, fuck. I was like, wait, I have advantage roll. 20.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that is beautiful.
That works.
All right. So I do a big old swing. I'm trying to remember what is my shit. Where you at? Where you at? All right. So it's a D8 plus 4. Okay, so we're looking at a 12 plus 2. That's 14. I don't know if there's a. Is there a proficiency bonus? I don't remember.
If you have one, it'll be on your character sheet.
Some tr-
Lons has
Usually that is it factors into your kit on the app thing. So
Yeah. It'd be under his actions, I believe.
I'm not seeing none of that.
Yeah, you
Unless
don't
I'm
have
just missing it.
you don't have the proficiency on that.
Could have sworn I did in a previous episode. Maybe I'm tripping.
Double checking through your stuff. Traits. Yeah. So.
Cats and boots and
that's why I did that.
God, y'all are so funny. Y'all are hilarious, guys.
You're the bard. I figured you would.
It can get worse.
Right.
Lose the game, losing game, losing the game, losing the game.
Oh God. Okay, so your proficiency is in your skills. You're proficient in intimidation, deception, athletics, acrobatics, perception, performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, and survival.
So my ultimate roll was 14.
14 for damage.
Yeah.
Times 2 because it's a crit. So 28.
Woohoo!
And you should have 2 attacks per round now at your level.
You do.
Yeah, I think so too.
You can do it again.
Okay, and so I need to roll for the second hit or miss.
Yes.
Yes.
So I gotta roll again. At advantage, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Your bard gets 2 attacks. Yeah. So you'll have 2 attacks.
After the first slide, I just go left or right immediately after that.
Okay.
And we're looking at a. Let's see, it's 10 plus proficient, not for strength, so it's 14. That's what
This
that
is
damage.
showing.
That
This
was
is
the high
showing
one?
+6.
Yeah,
6
to
for
hit.
strength.
It's gonna be +6. No, to hit. Like whenever you're rolling, you're to hit with your axe.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
to
that's what I
hit
just rolled.
has like all your stuff put into it,
Yeah, automatically. Because there's a +2
so
with
it's a
something else.
+6.
You got a +4 from your strength and then a +2 from something else.
Oh,
I
that's
just
right,
don't remember what it
right.
is.
Yeah.
Proficiency
I
bonus,
forgot about
maybe?
+2.
That might be it. That might be where your proficiency was in your
Yeah,
in your attack roll,
Yeah.
and it's
So
because if you're
automatically rolled
proficient
in.
with that weapon, you get it.
Yeah. And 16 hits since his AC is halved.
He gets to
And
roll
then,
again, doesn't he?
Well, I have to roll
Advantage?
for damage.
Yeah, he roll a second
Right.
time and take the higher.
Yeah.
That was for my strength. That's what I just rolled.
That was your to hit. That was everything.
Yeah, that was my to hit. I haven't rolled for damage yet.
Well, roll again because you got advantage because he is grappled, and take the
Yeah.
higher.
Until he's out of grapple, you'll have advantage. Everybody
Because
does.
who knows, you might get another nat 20.
Okay, that's what I asked earlier if I roll for damage too. So
Well, if you roll a nat
it's-
20, there's no need to roll again.
Yeah.
Yeah, proficient. Yes, I just looked at it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, like whenever I click
Yep.
on hit /DC next to battle axe, it says proficient. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so it's D8 plus 4. Alright, so it's a 10.
That's a hit.
That's for
Good
damage.
thing.
This is for
Oh.
damage.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
20. No. because that's not double damage on that one. Okay, so 10 on damage for that one.
10.
So a total of 34 damage. Nice. And now it's Nino's turn. Failed on the strength check. Still grappled. Initiatives.
That could have gone better. I got a 12.
I got 17.
Uh, 16.
And I have hit a milestone in my D&D career. 2 nat 20s in a row.
So
that
maintain
makes
your
my
grapple or
initiative
what?
21.
Oh, never mind. You're
I use
nat
that
20
nat
on
20 for
initiative.
the grapple.
Zane, what was yours?
12.
12? You go last.
Mhm.
Nino goes before you.
Okay.
So, Tura. You're first.
I don't want to break the grapple. I guess the only thing I can do.
Can you body slam?
No, I don't want to take a
Knee
chance
him?
of breaking that grapple.
Well, do an unarmed strike with a knee or something. I don't know.
Actually, hold on, let me check something real quick.
Out here looking like Goku holding
He says
Raditz.
kick him in the balls.
I mean, I could.
Got him in a full Nelson.
Ooh. Wait a minute.
What is hit slash DC?
How much damage would bite be?
Hit slash DC.
That's basically rolling to see if you can hit over their armor.
Yeah.
That's basically rolling to see if you hit them or
Well,
not.
hold on. I need the context. What are you reading that says hit slash DC?
It's on my weapons.
Okay, so that's
That's
your,
that's your 2 hit,
that's your
or
2
it's your
hit.
spell
Yeah.
DC.
So when I roll
So-
for hit, I add that number.
Yes, because it should. I
I
think
have
that's
not been
yeah.
doing that.
that's the 1d8 on your axe.
No,
Or
it just
what?
says +7.
No, that's damage.
It says +7 to your
Yeah,
hit
like if
DC.
you look at my
Yeah,
character,
+7.
yeah, +7.
Okay, so yeah, that's supposed to be getting added to your attack.
I never knew that this whole time since
Okay.
episode 1. Never used that once.
Oh wow,
Ah,
would have been good to know about.
He been playing on
Well,
hard
like-
mode.
Well, like
the roll was
the
the roll. I didn't know.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
no,
all
no.
good.
Like so, like whenever you rolled the last time, that's kind of what we were going. That's kind of what I was talking about whenever I said that +6, because that +6 is what is supposed to be your. It's supposed to be your proficiency bonus in what you have plus your strength modifier.
Yeah.
That's what
But-
gives you the whole
he-
thing, and
but
that's
he
what makes
also-
up
The
your.
strength modifier from
And if
rage.
it's and also it's a magical weapon, then it gives you a
Hold
+1
on.
also.
The weapon itself gives him a +7. So that's not including
Yeah.
his proficiency and his strength.
No, that's what the
Because otherwise,
well no like
hold on, he would have had more than +6 on the roll if it added it in automatically. That's saying +7, not +6.
so it ends up being +13. I don't know if that's like whenever
Hold
you're
on.
doing your
Just hold on. I'm looking on his character sheet so I can find out exactly where it is. Where are you seeing that at?
Just go to actions where it's in the battle act where it says I roll 1d8 plus whatever.
Okay.
It's in the middle of that.
for the damage, but it's in the middle. It's in that middle column. That right there is supposed to be
All right, just
everything
give
that you're supposed to
just
roll
give
with
me a
your attack
second.
roll.
I didn't know that. So I was supposed to roll an attack and add that to it every time. plus proficiency plus strength? That seems a little overkill.
No. So this is the bonus that. So whenever you're doing your rolls, if you're using the app, you hit that +7, and it will roll the die in the app and add that +7 into your attack roll.
And that's everything that you're supposed to roll inside the thing.
That's
So
everything.
basically,
That's everything that you use for your bonuses on your attack rolls with the battle axe. Just like with your dagger is a +7 and your unarmed strike is also a +7. If you were to hit the damage area, that gives you your +4 on your axe to the D8 or the D10, depending on whether or not you're using it one-handed or two. The dagger, you hit that one, it gives you your +4 automatically. Your unarmed strike is only a 5. Like it's automatic 5, I think. Yeah, it's automatic 5 for your unarmed. Because every time I hit it, it just says 5.
Well, now
So
I know.
yeah, whenever you're doing your actions, this page is the best one to have pulled up, because it'll give you everything you need in your actions right there for you.
It always is. I just always overlook that column for some reason.
Yeah, it's okay. We live and we learn. We'll know for season 2.
I only hit, I don't know, 80% of the time anyway. So I mean, it's not like it wasn't really.
I don't know that
Except
plus,
for whenever I was in when I was in that fucking bathhouse, that would have came in handy.
right?
Oh my god, dude, the whole episode just swinging. Man. Okay.
All right, so Tudrock, have you decided on what you're gonna do?
Yes. Real quick, what is Nino wearing? Is he wearing just robes? What?
No, what you saw him in before I changed the filter?
Yeah.
That is enchanted armor. It's enchanted clothing. It's got an armor enchantment on it.
But it's
He's
fat-
literally wearing dress slacks, dress shoes, a vest, with a gun holstered on his side,
okay.
and a sword
I just
on
wanted
his
to make
head.
sure it didn't have like a leather or anything harder.
Yeah.
Okay.
nope, just an
'cause
armor enchantment on this amazing piece of shit.
I'm gonna bite. I'm gonna bite him.
Okay. Okay.
He gonna break his fucking
Like the
teeth.
landing clothes, yes.
Please, not one on this.
No, that is a 14 plus 8.
That's a hit.
Yep. Let's see, that's 6. Then I gotta roll a d6 because my hunter's mark. Oh, that is max damage for 12.
Jesus.
And I'm gonna do it again.
Damn, Dino.
You gotta bite him twice?
An extra attack. Unless you want me to fucking.
Nom 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 nom.
Dude, you do whatever you want.
Eating guard tastes good.
You about to bite again?
Yeah.
That's a natural 16.
Alright. Roll damage.
Max damage again.
Theo said, "Tastes like chicken."
That's 12.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
The most aggressive chicken you've ever bit into.
I want to
Alright.
hear what Dino does with this shit. This is gonna be hilarious.
Well,
'Cause I'm
you'll
playing
get,
down as
you'll
hard
get
as I
all
can.
his reactions when it comes to him. Ventus?
All right. By the way, like this dude gotta be hurting, getting hit off rip with almost 400 damage. He gotta be feeling it. But
What part of General of your Eden Guard did you not catch?
he gotta be feeling it. He gotta feel it at least. He gotta at least be feeling it. Anyways, so I'm right up on him then right now because I moved in for the last turn for it to attack. All right, and so Turok is on top of him, holding him down.
He's
No.
behind. No, he's
I'm
behind
behind
him.
him.
Got him in a bear hug. From
And
behind.
yeah, okay. So
Just keep in mind, if you do any body slashing, you're going to hit Turok.
okay, so that's
His legs.
yeah. So well, that's why I was asking. So definitely no piercing damage for sure. Okay, I just wanted to be careful. So, anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step back and move to the side of him to where Turok is not in my field of view. To where
He's
I
gonna be
could,
in your field of view no matter what.
but to where I'm not, where I am, the guy is directly in front of me. Where if I hit him with something blunt, it's not gonna hit Turok, is what I'm getting at.
Here's the thing. He's holding him.
Right.
Bear hug.
So if you nat 1, you're gonna hit Turok, period.
Oh, I know.
If you do anything on the torso, if you do a called shot and it's torso, it's gonna hit Turok.
What if I hit him in the head?
You have to call that.
Okay. And that puts me at disadvantage,
Yes.
right?
No.
Do they cancel each other
You-
out?
you
Because he's
cancel
already
out.
at advantage.
Yeah.
They cancel each other out. With him being at a disadvantage and you being at advantage but doing a called shot, it would just be a regular roll.
Okay. So,
Worth it.
okay.
Says the guy's about to get hit.
Well, you're wanting to bring your axe down on his head.
Don't make me bardically inspire your ass to take extra damage from this attack if it whiffs, okay? Because
So-
I'll do it.
All right.
Calm down.
All right. So look. All right. So we gonna cross our fingers right now.
Use cutting words on his ass.
Okay. So I'm gonna I stick both of my swords into the ground and pull out my dagger, and I use catapult and throw my dagger directly at his head. I hope I don't miss, bro.
Well,
Kind of hope you nat 1 on this one because I got.
Luckily,
something
he's
for you
8
if you
feet
do.
tall.
yeah, I'm 9 inches shorter than him, so if it misses his head, I'm good. Maybe not my horn. Depends.
It depends.
I was about to say shit, man. You had to say it. You had to say it.
Nat 1s don't work the way you think they do. What'd you roll?
Slices off my other horn.
Also,
You
I
could-
just want to point out that I understand that that he's going to have a lot of HP, but a Tarask
That's
barely has like 676 HP. So
okay.
just
So
wanted to point that out.
so to hit
Uh-huh.
is +5 for me.
Uh-huh.
24.
Nice.
Whoa, you rolled a 19.
I was like, I was more. That face was more or less like I almost hit an at 20. But catapult does 3d8.
Plus your dagger damage.
Yeah, let me check.
Well, the dagger.
I don't think I have damage on. I don't think I have like my dagger that I have. I don't think
Dagger,
because I've never.
Should be 1d4. 1d4.
All right.
1d4 plus, I guess, Dex, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
because
no.
he's throwing it.
So catapult
Well-
is a spell. It's not him throwing it. It's the spell throwing it.
Oh, okay.
So it, like as soon as it leaves my hands, the spell.
The spell guides it.
That's fucking
Yep.
badass. What you do is you see my eyes light up again, and it's almost as if like the fire in my hand, or the fire in my hand almost makes an arc, like you can see a trail of fire leaving from my hand as the dagger leaves, and that's a 3 plus 3d8s, d8. Right here. All right. So I got a 3 on my d4. My first d8 is a 5.
Alright, so that's 8.
A 6
14.
and an 8.
22.
22.
Nice.
22 damage to the head.
Lawns.
So what happens? Does the dagger like stick?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Wait, Lon.
This
Why
man,
Lon's
this man
why
has a,
didn't Lon already go?
Lon's is
No.
before you. And before
Oh,
Nino.
okay.
so there's a dagger sticking out this man's head.
Yes. It didn't
With a
quite sink
bullhole
all the
in it.
way in. So the tip of the dagger hit, and the handles just kind of sagged a little bit from not penetrating, but it's stuck there.
I want to run up and headbutt the butt of this knife.
Did it draw
Shove it
blood?
further
Use your
in.
axe.
Hold on.
No,
Hold
I
on.
want to hit it.
Okay. So I
Use
need
the
you to roll
flat side
me.
of the axe.
I need you to roll me in athletics because you're gonna have to jump to do this. That's how tall he is.
I have a proficiency in athletics, as you
I
just
know.
described.
So
And I just rolled a 17.
also,
Yeah.
okay.
Hold on.
Plus 7.
Woo!
So you're up to height. Roll the headbutt attack.
Real quick, hold up. Before you do that, I still have my future sight going on, so I saw him doing that. I run up to give him advantage on that, and I put I put my hand down to throw him in
Hold
the
up.
air.
Hold on. So future sight, you see 1 minute of something in the future. I haven't told you what you saw yet.
Okay, I thought you said it lets me give advantage to, or take
Yeah.
disadvantage to anybody.
It can give you advantage. It doesn't give you the ability to go do anything though. It just gives somebody advantage.
Okay. Well, I was narrating it, but yeah, that's fine.
But I will let you know when that because I do have a moment planned for you in this that is that 1 minute, and I'll let you know when it is.
But he does get advantage.
Yes. So if you want to roll again to see if you roll higher, just to see if you catch a nat 20 on it. It would be amazing if you did.
Lon's. I think he's talking to you.
Oh, I thought he was still rolling his stuff. So what I'm rolling for
You're rolling with
You're
Athletics
rolling
is
again
done.
for advantage.
Yeah, your athletics is done. You roll your attack with advantage.
Okay, so I don't need to see if it hits or misses.
Well, that's what it's for. Hey,
No,
you rolled.
that's-
Well, yeah, that's
Well, he said damage.
Hold on.
So I'm making sure.
Let me answer him. You're rolling your attack, so you're going to roll twice, take the higher of the two.
Right. So we got 11 plus 7, right?
Well, you're headbutting, so
Bludgeoning, so 5.
yeah. So that's 16 on that roll.
That's for damage. As far as hit or miss, it still says plus 7.
You're plus 7. Oh, unarmed strike. Yeah, plus 7. You're right.
Mhm.
Okay, so roll
Yes,
again.
that's an 18.
Second one's an 18.
Yep.
All right. Well, he's still grappled, so you headbutt that knife.
Fuck yeah. Alright, as far as damage goes, rolling with advantage, correct?
It's unarmed strike for you is automatically 5. And then you're also going to roll a d4 for the damage of the dagger that's stuck in his head.
Which is 2.
And then add your strength modifier to that.
Which is 4.
So that makes
So
it a 6. So 11 damage from a headbutt.
Says damage equal to 1 plus my strength, so it's actually 1 more than that.
Oh shit, okay. So 12.
Yeah, my unarmed strike. Yeah, my deal bludgeoning damage equal to 1 plus strength modifier.
Yeah,
So 12 damage.
it's 12 damage.
I
Alright,
hit
and
the
you,
fuck out of that knife.
and you still have a second attack. So with the headbutt, you straighten it out and sinking it a little bit further into his head.
dang.
For my second strike, I just want to headbutt him again, just for the memes.
Alright, so roll another athletic.
Let's see.
Actually, do me a favor. Roll me a grapple. I want to see if you latch onto his vest.
Is it still a D20?
It's going to be a dex check. So it's a D20 plus your dex mod.
With advantage, right?
With advantage. Thank God, because that first one was nasty.
Well, that would only make it an 8.
Yeah. Alright, so do your second one for your... because it's with advantage.
Yeah, that was with advantage. There was a 5
Okay.
and a 6, so...
Ooh, man, it's such an odd number. I'm going to give it to you. So you grapple him, roll the other headbutt. Roll 2 attack rolls, take the higher of the 2.
Alright, so we're looking at 21.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 22.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I would say...
Strength plus, yeah,
I
22
would,
damage.
I would say you hit.
I'm literally headbutting a
Good
knife
God, man.
for you guys with my forehead. My thick bardic skull that's come in handy.
That barbarian skull.
This is
That he
the
completely forgets about the gigantic freaking flat side of his axe that he has. But okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
just
Just headbutt it.
Well, here's the
You
thing.
said, you know,
Literally
it's
be
like
a hammer and
Hold on,
nail.
hold on. He's raging. He's not thinking
that is
about
true.
weapons. He's just
That
reacting.
is true.
it's like Asher's here with us.
And now it's Nino's turn.
Well, wait, he's still got to do his damage on that.
I did.
Dagger.
Just did.
22. Well, the dagger
Oh,
damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The
The hit, which is D4.
and then the
That's
Your
just one
melee.
more damage.
plus the 5 plus 1, which makes that a 7.
That's 23 altogether, right?
No. Damage, not attack.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you add it all together, yeah, it's a total of 23, I think. So, Nino has been bit, stabbed,
Twice.
and headbutted with a knife. He is
in his
screaming
head.
pure rage at this point.
We're in the club.
And he's been slashed by dentist too.
Yeah,
Oh no, he did the dagger thing.
no, he did the dagger thing. Just did a strength check. Nat 20 on the strength check. He breaks loose.
I don't get a chance to roll
You're not going to be able to do anything against a nat 20.
unless I roll a nat 20.
Be my guest. Because even your nat 20, I guarantee you your strength bonus isn't going to be enough.
Nope. Wasn't an 18 though. It was close.
So, in a fit of rage, Nino breaks your grip, and the only thing he sees is lawns in his face.
Bring it.
And he grabs Lawns by the back of his shirt and yanks him loose. Lawns, give me a dex check.
Looking at a 20. Dirty.
Okay, he doesn't break Lawns loose.
He's holding on to the.
But Lawns rips his vest as he's pulled away from Nino's chest. He's just hanging onto the vest. And Nino rears back. Lawns, what is your AC?
14. Mm-hmm.
Can I roll to react to grab his hand? Grab his arm as he's rearing back?
You would not be able to do that during this particular round because he just broke your grip.
Yeah, you're still falling back.
What about a? Never mind.
And he punches Lawns for 5 points. For his second move, he's going to drop lawns. Zane.
All right. Well, I've got him in my sights there, so I'm gonna use this opportunity to shoot him.
Okay. Well, he is no longer grappled, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a dirty 20 for the first attack.
Okay.
So does that hit?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 13 plus... So that's going to be 33 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then second attack is a dirty 21.
Oh, I'm about to mind fuck some people.
Holy shit. For 36. I'm sorry, 37 damage.
Jesus.
Dude, I feel like my bardic inspiration from the last episode is just carrying on into this bullshit.
But it's not. But
But
I
it's
mean,
not.
that's how strong his. I mean,
I
that's
know,
my
that's
my
what I'm
level
saying.
2 bullets plus the goddamn like my gun is strong gun. Jesus. Yeah, 37 damage on that second one. So so 33 plus 37 is 72 damage total.
Ventus, check your check your message.
All right.
72 damage
Yeah.
total. All right.
Mm-hmm. See two massive purple bolts of light just zing straight into him.
Yay, it's the rave again.
Could be worse. I could be hitting him with scorching ray.
All right.
Why aren't you?
All right.
Well, no, I mean that'd be giving him some burning damage, but then that'd also be it could have eventually put you on fire. So
Initiative.
Okay. Let's see.
15.
I got a 3.
damn.
I'm
So
sorry,
did I.
4.
I got a 6 total.
I got 4.
Okay. Actually, 16. I got a 17. Okay.
So, just to give you a heads up, Ryan, you're not going to be able to tell anybody that.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
But here's the disadvantage to what you saw, because I waited till after I told you what it was to make the roll. He's going first.
Wouldn't he get, yeah, that's fine. Fine.
So, I'm going to message you something else real quick.
I love how it still shows your hands through all the graphics.
Right.
He's like, I'm gonna murder y'all's ass. Wait, hold on 1 second.
I can still see the outline of the
Give me
vest, too. I can still see the outline of the vest.
Every couple of seconds or so.
Including the tattoos. faintly
Y'all
see the
just trying to
tattoos.
stare at him now. That's a whole different thing from what I was saying. Big money, big money. Cat's
Well,
barking
Zane,
fresh on that
Zane,
ass.
tip the man.
Yeah, you still owe me for the last show.
I think I still got a gold coin left over from what you gave me.
Yeah, he can give you that other gold coin. I'm not giving you my money.
All right.
That son of a bitch. That dude did a lofty walk down from the wall on cushions of air. Fuck him. I mean, I know right now I'm walking on walls and shit, but that shouldn't mean anything.
Text it to me.
Where's my? Here we go. Fuck. Here we go.
All right. So Nino goes first, and he takes a few steps away from the group, and you see him just kind of glance over all four of you. This is what I get for trying to do what I need to do to fix this mess. And all you had to do was cooperate. You don't want to cooperate? That's fine. I will just burn it all. Ventus, you saw a vision. You guys see Ventus jump at Nino right as he goes to lift his hands and wraps his legs and his arms around Nino. And you see Nino's form change in an instant. Back to what is happening? Why are you holding on to me like this? Let go of me.
I'm not letting go.
Turok, Zane, Blondes.
You're not going anywhere.
When grappled, roll your attacks. You do not have to roll an attack. Just roll damage.
Oh, goody.
Whatever you're choosing to do. As
Only
you
one,
guys are
correct.
both roll both your attacks, or roll damage for both the attacks. Ventus, while they're doing their attacks, you can feel this power embodying you. It's almost like you can feel the magic of the runes completely engulfing you from head to toe. And as they throw their attacks at him, they don't harm you at all in this moment. We're going to start with Lons.
7 and 8.
All right. Turok.
Still adding here.
All right.
And I'm using my lance and using thunder smite on both these attacks.
All right.
Plus my hunter's mark on both of them. So that's 3 extra d6. Ooh, that was not great. Alright, 38.
Okay. Zane.
So 40 and 31 for 71.
71 damage.
I said fuck him. That's why. The first one, dude, I rolled 25 damage on the guiding bolt.
Ventus.
I think that's
Yeah. While you've got him grappled like this, he's turned into his human form again, and he drops to his knees from all the impacts that he just took. And he looks at you and says, "Why? Why did I have to die for your dream? You wouldn't even listen."
I don't know what it is that you know about me. I don't know who I was, but I know who I am now. I am the son of Asher Fullrose, the iron wall, and you will not take our home.
Before he was your father, you were mine. All I wanted to do was make my father proud.
I'm not the same man that you know.
Not anymore. But I still wanted to make my father proud. His dream come true. But alas, I don't have the strength to carry it through now. I hope you're at least proud of what I attempted. And as he says that, his eyes go white. His body changes once more. This time to a very young, roughly 12-year-old looking boy. And in this form, his eyes come back to a normal state. And he looks at you and says, "Who are you?"
Right quick, out of character. Is my dagger still in his fucking head?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's in a 12-year-old boy's head? Shit!
This is just so bad.
This is where you shush him and say, "Don't tell mom. Don't tell mom." Okay?
It's okay. It's
You're
okay. Shh, you're okay now.
You're fine.
You'll be fine.
Don't cry. It doesn't hurt.
I grabbed the
Turok!
I grabbed the dagger as he's looking up at me, and I say, "I'm sorry." And I pull it out, and I guess he starts bleeding.
He starts bleeding profusely.
I
And
like to hope so.
And then I take my hand and I sear the wound closed on his forehead.
Okay.
Oh wow.
When you do that, he kind of sucks in some air real quick, just. But he doesn't cry. Kind of holds his breath for a minute. Shakes it off a little bit, looks back at you and says, "Thank you, but who are you? Where am I?"
I'm at a loss for words. I'm looking at him, and I'm like trying to recall things, and I'm trying to put the pieces together, so I can't even say anything. I felt compelled to save his life, and I'm just confused, and I step back with my dagger, and then I just look at Zane, and I hit my knees, and my eyes start to well up with water.
Zane?
I've still got my gun trained on the kid.
Yeah.
Because I'm really not sure what this could mean or if it could mean anything at all.
Okay. Lons, do me a favor, give me a perception roll. So while he's doing that, what else is going on with you, Zane?
But I want to roll an insight check just to see if I can sense any malevolence coming from him.
Oh. Hold up, wait a minute.
Well,
I hit something.
I rolled
Can
a
I,
24 for my insight check.
A what?
I rolled a 24 for my insight check.
Okay. You can tell that this was just an average child, that Nino's spirit had taken over.
He chose a 12-year-old kid? Oh, this bastard.
Pedophile.
This rat bastard.
What did you want to try, Tudor?
I was gonna use Divine Sense
Oh,
to
okay.
detect good and evil on him.
Lons, with your perception, you notice that there's something hanging on the child's hip. and it looks
Okay.
oddly like a crown.
Crown just hanging from his hip.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it's kind of strapped on by a piece of leather to the belt on his hip. It's old, blackened. It has kind of a copper tone to it, but it looks like it had been burnt at some point. And it has a series of markings all the way around it.
As
I don't
soon
know if
as
you
I
have that
realized
information.
that this kid, as soon as I realized that this kid is just basically a kid, I come back down from the wall. I start making my way over to Dennis
Okay.
because I've covered quite a bit of distance getting up there.
Yeah. All right. Lons, what are you doing?
Trying to understand what to do with this information.
Well, remember there was a crown that you guys were supposed to go looking for.
Yep. Crown of Elemental Deception.
Was I a part of that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was I in that conversation? 'Cause I don't remember that at all. I know y'all talked about it, but I don't remember
Yeah.
if I was like.
Yeah, you were there. It was in a conversation at Theo's Tavern.
Yep.
And also Nimue, whenever we had our conversation with Nimue after all that crap,
Yeah.
That's right.
we
That's
talked
right.
about it a bit.
Well, I'm gonna approach the kid and just kind of kneel down and kind of say, "Hey, you mind if I take a look at this?"
He looks at you and then looks down at the crown that you're pointing at and says, yes. He takes it off with the strap and hands it up to you. What is it? As you inspect it, you notice 6 specific markings on this crown. It has 4 elements and 2 runes that you don't recognize.
No, it's not, Theo.
Okay. Well, first
Theo
thing
said
I'm gonna
it's
do is
mine
take
now.
it to the only smart person in the group.
Okay. So you're taking it to Tudor?
Right.
No,
Hey, Tark, here you go.
I'm taking
Thank
it to
you
Three
so
Rock,
much.
you guts.
To 3
Yeah, Free Rock. Yeah.
I don't want to touch it.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
walk
know
the
what.
crown over to Zane and say, "Hey, man, did you see this?"
All right. Zane, at this point, you're next to Ventus. So, Ventus, you see this crown that's being handed to Zane as well. And Zane, as you're inspecting it, you notice the 4 elemental markings on it, plus 2 markings that kind of match up with some stuff that you've come across in some of your books. One of them looks like it might be involved with time. The other one, you're still not quite sure what it means.
Wait, so I mean, I know celestial language and I know the giants language, so I would know what the rune is, or what it's at least what it says.
Okay, what was our... Hold on a second. I gotta pull my info up again. What was our 6th one?
Gravity.
The gravity.
Gravity.
You recognize it as a gravity.
So basically, well, I would have recognized that rune anyway because it's on Polar Knight's armor.
It's similar to
Yeah.
his, yes.
Oh, it's similar to his. Okay,
This
probably
one's
the more complete version.
Exactly. This one's a more complete version.
Right. So now I've really got a good sense of what it actually looks like. Probably even make his armor more powerful if I went back and helped him out with it. Anyway, interesting. So I'm just like,
Still kicking.
and so I'm looking at this. I'm like, huh. I'm like, guys, I think this is the crown.
No, that is not the. No.
It's
Tudor,
the
give me,
crown.
Tudor, give me a perception. Or an insight.
What is my insight? Okay, I'm just gonna take my
But
passive
since I'm
perception
holding
to
it, I might as
15.
well use my identify spell on that sucker too.
I'm gonna take my passive perception at 15.
Okay. You've seen this in several of the visions that you've had, including one of the ones where Nino was describing it to you.
I'm gonna immediately back up 10 feet and be like, no, I cannot touch this crown.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely going to keep it away from you. I'm just going to be like, well, that's fine, but, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to use my identify spell on it just to
Okay.
be sure.
And when you cast that
So I'm going to
spell
tap
on
my
there,
glasses.
all right, when you cast that spell, it is in fact the crown of elemental deception.
Is there any other enchantment on it right now other than that? Tracking spells or anything like that?
Nothing. It is inactive.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's inactive. That's good. All right. So I'm like, well, that at least now we have a hold of this and we can start, and we can do what we need to. By the way, if Nino's gone
Mm-hmm.
and his soldiers that were there, what happened with them?
They're still there.
They're still fighting?
No. Remember, they
Oh.
all stepped off to the side to let Nino do his thing.
Was there anything that happened whenever he left?
They are in shock of what they just witnessed. Nobody's approached you yet. They're just kind of hanging back at the moment.
Is there still a commander among them?
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually gonna turn to the group of them and I'm gonna be like, is there one among you now who would stand and speak for the rest of you?
They all kind of start looking around at each other. They kind of, you see all their heads eventually start turning in one direction. And they point behind you. When you turn around, you see a half-dragon minotaur step out from behind all of them.
What now?
A half-dragon.
That's interesting.
Bless you.
A half-dragon minotaur step out from behind them. And he walks up and stops in front of you and looks down. And he tells you,
Because he would.
I will take command.
Then you have to decide right here and now what you're willing to do, if you're willing to go to war with this entire continent or if you're willing to step away.
Well, seeing as we're no longer getting paid, stepping away is our option unless you have need of us.
And I think for a moment, and I'm like, really and truthfully, what I should be saying is that we would probably need you, or actually we would suggest that you help us in rebuilding what you destroyed. But I think I can't be the one to make that decision. I'm going to have to contact the powers that be and see what they have to say. But if you're willing to hold back your people for now and make it so that we don't have to face each other in battle anymore, then I can get you the answers that you seek.
We can do that. I can take my army. We can go to the coast and we can wait at our ships until you send word of what you need.
Then there's no reason for any more bloodshed in this day.
Agreed.
I
do
get up.
ask one thing. None of
What's
my
that?
men. I ask one thing. None of my men be
What's
charged
that?
for anything. Like you, we take orders. Our commander is no longer
Truly.
here. He has paid the price for his choices. I ask that my men be allowed to go free should you decide you don't need us.
I stand up off the ground, and I walk and stand next to Zane, and I wipe the tears from my eyes, and sheathe my swords, and look at Zane and say, I think he has a point. This is no longer a fight that needs to be had. They were just following orders, just like all of our men do. And I believe that my father would say the same thing. As long as they're at our home, I find it the least that they can do is help us rebuild the things that we've lost. But I'll
And
leave that up to
I'm
you.
of a similar mind. I'm just gonna look at it and be like, and I'm of a similar mind. But again, I mean, this is a national powers type of discussion, so I'm gonna probably have to defer that to the Duke and to the rest of the members of the nations that surround this place. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're actually going to do from here.
Should you desire our help with a rebuild, many of us are skilled laborers. We all have things that we do back home.
Speaking of which, where is your home?
Mine personally, the Eden Stream.
Get out of here.
Toronto's over there like, really?
I know of your kind,
So-
Skin.
Of course.
He
Been
doesn't
getting that
call
quite a
you by
lot.
he doesn't call you by name, but he does call you by your clan name.
Starting to get that a lot.
Pretty famous.
And I'm like, the
Right?
Eden Stream. And I'm like, okay, well. And I say,
Which
well, you will receive
explains-
word from us soon enough. Take your men and go. And if you need to, take your dad.
He gives you a nod, says thank you. When you send your emissary, I am Acosta, the Red Hoof.
Costa the Red Oak. Okay. Somebody write that down.
Doing it.
Hey, Lonz, you writing that down, Bob?
I was trying to understand how to even spell that.
AKA
Acosta.
STA.
Okay.
I'd like to walk over to the kid and kneel down next to him and see if he's okay.
Okay. It's funny that you're doing that because Acosta actually walks over to the kid right behind you and kneels down next to you. He doesn't even look at you. He sees you look at him, but he doesn't look at you. He looks right at the child. Here's your strong one. There is no weakness in you. Come with us. Let us make a man out of you. We'll feed
Don't do
you.
it, Zane.
We'll make you
Don't.
strong.
I'm trying not to. You're the blood. You're supposed to.
We'll feed you. We'll care for you. We'll make you strong so that this never happens to you again.
I'm
And then
actually
he-
on board with that.
Then he looks at you, Ventus, and he says, my life, I promise this.
I just sit there in silence for a minute, and I look at the kid. I look at him, Acosta, and then I look at the kid, and want to get the kid's words or reaction.
Okay. The kid hears Acosta and he's looking at him and he's kind of looking him up and down like this is a big dude. He's not used to seeing this kind of a crossbreed, let alone minotaurs. But he looks at you and he has a very bright light in his eyes. Like someone thinks I'm strong.
You're very strong.
He says, do you think I'm strong enough?
I think you're strong enough to make your own decision. Do you have any memory of anything?
No. I don't remember anything before this moment.
So you don't know if you have any parents?
I don't know.
I look at Acosta and I say, if you so much as harm a hair on this kid, I will make sure your head rolls. Do you understand?
He looks at you, kind of grins, and kind of gives a laughing huff and says, harm comes to those that train, but no intentional harm will ever be brought.
Okay. Then you have my blessing. Just make sure you take care of him. Make sure you feed him.
And he reaches down and picks up the kid, puts him on his shoulders, and says, let's go, little one. And he signals his men. They start collecting their dead. They start filing out the east gate of the town. And as you see them leaving, you see Nimue standing at the gate. And Acosta looks at her and gives her a nod. And it's the nod that you see him give is a nod of respect. Not a nod of an enemy.
Acknowledgement or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not a I know who you are type thing. It's simply you stood your ground.
I just read chat. It's stupid. Theo said, call him a daggerhead.
Call him Daggerhead. And I was like, damn it, Theo.
But a lot of what Nino said to me has been just like flooding my mind, things of the other half, and everything's starting to make a little more sense to me. The amount of power that I felt in the last fight, and it's only after we stop fighting and my adrenaline kind of tones down a little bit, I feel a singeing burn on my left forearm, and I look at my arm, and on my arm there is a circle emblem with 4 wings coming off of it, and on the circle you'll have different circles at each pole, basically like a north-south, almost like it's a compass. And on the inside of that you have 2 other circles with a line through them.
Okay.
And it's like it's an emblem, but it's like singed into my arm, and I don't obviously I don't recognize it, but it's just something that happened within this last fight. And I grab my arm, like I start to feel the pain now. And
I'm looking at Ventus like, wait, what's going on when you get ready?
and I say, I'm not really sure, but I felt a surge of power come from me earlier. Like when I threw my dagger, it was like it left my hand and was going to hit my target no matter what. And I noticed a tingle on my arm earlier, but I didn't notice any marks or anything. But look at this, and I show it to Zane.
And I'm going to use my knowledge arcana to see if I recognize the mark.
Okay. Did you check your message, Ryan?
No, let me.
It's a 9. I rolled a 9.
And go ahead and shoot the shoot the information as to what it is to Zane real quick.
Okay. I'm sending it right now.
So while they're doing that, Lons, what are you doing?
I honestly don't know. I'm kind of taken aback by everything that I just witnessed. I mean, everybody's pretty much disarmed and there's no fight to be had, right? So,
Correct.
yeah, I don't know. Just kind of chilling.
Okay, so Lons is basically sitting back and just kind of soaking in everything that just went down. More or less.
To the best of his bard brain.
Coming down from his
to the best of his bard brain.
I mean,
his barbarian brain.
Yeah. Turok, what are you doing?
First of all, I am staying 20 feet back from Zane as he's holding that crown. Not because I don't like it, because of what I do to it.
Yeah.
And as I do that, I am going to... Can't believe I'm going to do this, but oh well. It's going to happen. I am going to cast Find Steed.
Okay.
Yeah. I summon a spirit that assumes the form of an unusually intelligent, strong, and loyal steed, creating a long-lasting bond with it. So it appears in an unoccupied space within a range, and the steed takes on a form that I choose. Warhorse,
Okay.
pony, camel, and elk or mastiff. You could allow other animals to be summoned as steed.
Okay. What did you have in mind?
Sort of like a war elephant.
Like
Some
from the video that I showed you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I mean,
I'll
it's
allow
either
it.
that or a.
So the bull man's gonna ride in on an elephant now.
Yeah. By the way, it could be a celestial, fey, or fiend instead of its normal type.
Okay.
But it,
Roll me a d4. 1 will be celestial, 2 fey, 3 fiend, 4 you get to decide.
I'm trying to
Really
figure
hoping
out
he rolls
if
a
like
three.
if I dismiss it, could I choose another?
No. So the
steed?
form that you choose is its permanent form.
Okay. Well then. Oh.
Yeah.
What makes sense as a paladin?
So I mean, the elephant works for the paladin,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna have
Because
you roll.
I need a
celestial
steed
path,
that's
yeah.
strong enough to carry me.
Yeah. But you're gonna
But
you're
what
gonna,
a
Celestial war
warhorse?
elephants.
you're gonna roll a d4 to determine if it's celestial, fey, or fiend.
Okay.
If you roll a 4, you get to pick. 1 is celestial, 2 is fey, 3 is fiend.
Could
All
a
3 of them
warhorse?
would work.
Yeah. Could a warhorse actually support all my weight and everything?
Yes, because a warhorse is essentially a Clydesdale.
Okay. I'm just gonna go with a warhorse
Okay.
because that's gonna be the faster of the two.
Okay.
As awesome as a war elephant would be, but as funny as a pony would be. Ooh,
What'd you roll?
2.
So
That'd be a
Fey. A Fey warhorse.
War elephant? Or
Warhorse.
warhorse.
Warhorse. Yeah, he went with the warhorse. That's wow. That's actually
I'm
pretty
gonna
Goddamn
cool.
look that
unicorn.
up.
It's a unicorn.
It's a
It's a
yeah,
goddamn war
unicorn.
unicorn.
Your warhorse is a unicorn.
Good. Me and him have something in common. We both have horns. We can stab people. Bam.
So now
He
there's three. Now
he-
he's three horns.
So basically,
He
he
got the
rams
three
into
horns.
somebody, stabs him with the horn. I go forward over it, stab him with my horns. Boom.
What's his name?
Teamwork.
Yet,
Four
What's that
Rock.
one? Hold on. What'd you say,
Murderer
Lon?
from the sun.
No, it'd be one rock. 'Cause he's got the
I'm
horns.
saying, has this actually happened?
Yes, he just did this. So you have
For a
witnessed
bard
this.
with many words, I have none. By the way, I have none.
All right, Zane, you got the information?
Yeah, basically. So I'm able to look at the tattoo, and I grab his arm and I look at it a little closer.
All
I'm
right.
like, buddy, this is a dragon mark.
A
It's
dragon
not
mark.
quite like any dragon mark I've ever seen. But... And I'm not quite sure how you came across this, but this is gonna give you some extra. It might actually give you some abilities. I'm not really sure, but this is something that's, I don't know. It's basically the mark of celestial dragons. Yeah.
It's interesting. I was wondering why I felt like I was able to do more. I didn't know if it was just my adrenaline pumping or if it was just us working so cohesively that I just I felt more in tune with
I mean,
myself.
I'm gonna have a lot of stuff that I've got to research whenever I'm leaving here. I mean, I've heard words that I haven't even heard for a long time. Barely heard little bits throughout all of my studies, and this is all kind of going to be something that I've got to dig a lot further in. So I'm going to have to search through
Well, there's like six.
all of what I know.
There's 6 circles in it, and we recently found out that there's 6 moons. Do you think this has anything to do with that?
I mean, too much of a coincidence to dismiss that, of course.
There's so much going on that I don't understand. Like I feel like the closer I get to the truth, the more questions I have.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's how it's going to be until we've, gained an ultimate understanding of everything. But I've got to understand what he was talking about whenever he introduced himself as a member of your Eden Guard,
Eden Guard.
and that was what he said. That he was the general of your Eden Guard.
And what was this business about him being my son? He looked way older
You're
than
a
me.
19-year-old kid. I mean, I have no idea at this point. I mean, but
I need
like
I need
I said,
all
I'm
of
gonna
you
have
to
lot
give me a
to
quick
dig into
perception.
All right.
She's 15 for mine.
Oh, I rolled really high. Let me see what my modifier is.
I'm gonna use my passive as well. My passive is 16.
Perception, you said? 23.
Ooh, 24.
all of you see the two. Well, you guys wouldn't recognize them, but Ventus, you recognize them. You recognize the two people that gifted you those swords. And the three of you see these two smiths just kind of leaning against the wall about 40 feet away from you.
What are y'all doing here?
You know these people?
Yeah, they're the ones who gave me these swords that I have.
Oh, so that's the ones that you're in
Yeah.
debt to.
Yeah.
Ah.
Wait, Dad, I didn't hear about this.
200 million
How did
platinum?
you not?
You don't
Well,
remember
no,
that?
I mean, like, you didn't. This. Well,
That-
I've been a little drunk.
Well, they gave them
My
to me.
drinks, that's it.
No,
And said
this
I
is
could-
when we were at the temple.
Yeah, they gave them to me, and they said that I could just pay them back whenever I had it.
Pay how much?
You're not gonna like it.
Choking on almost
Ventus.
spit at this point.
A little bit. We can talk about that later. But anyways, we have guests
just-
here. What are y'all up to? What are y'all doing here?
The shorter
You-
male just kind of leans his head forward and gives you a wave. And the taller female, she's got both of her hands in the air, waving them at you excitedly. That was an amazing match.
You
I haven't
saw
seen
that?
anything like that in years. Yes,
These swords are amazing, by the way.
aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever used swords this good.
She takes a step forward and she looks at Turok. You're a big one. I'm surprised you didn't do more.
Ah,
I could have, but from
God
time to time, I
damn.
let everybody else take a few. You know, let
Oh.
them be happy and deal less damage.
Oh, so not one to take all the credit.
Yeah,
Zane,
I can play
Zane
nice.
just kind of starts cackling a little bit.
The older male sees you, Zane, and he goes, "That was quite impressive gun work you had going."
So then I just kind of look at I kind of look at my gun and I'm like, oh yeah, Stain does what it needs to do.
Clearly. Of course, your aim's a little off, but I think we can fix that. And they both look at you, Lons, and she's got a smile from ear to ear when she sees you. She said, "Now, a man that can fight and sing me a tune. That's what I need."
I'm a pretty big deal around these
Oh
parts.
boy.
She goes, I know you're a big deal, Lons Lebec. You're known from one end of the continent to the other. Your music is very well renowned. You also have quite the reputation.
Uh-oh.
You know what they say? No such thing as bad publicity.
Fair enough. A man that owns his talents. She turns to you, Ventus, and she goes, "Do you remember my name?"
I really don't remember the name, but
Tell her that. Tell her you
Oh.
honestly don't remember.
I honestly don't remember getting your names. There's been a lot go on.
No, it's absolutely understandable. You're giddy as a schoolboy with those swords.
I was so excited. I was so excited to show Zane and everybody. I just didn't. I'm sorry.
How much did y'all charge him?
Oh, I don't think that's really relevant at the moment.
But it's gonna bother me.
She puts her finger out and puts her finger right up against your lips and says, "Trust me,
Hmm.
it's not relevant at the moment."
Does her name start with a T by chance?
When she touches you on the lips, You almost feel this, almost a celestial presence, as if, uh, as if a celestial being just touched you.
Touched by an angel.
Do you
I
react to
mean,
that at all?
my eyes get a little wider.
Okay. Let me see if she notices that.
Like,
Oh, she does. So she sees your eyes go wide and she goes, "Oh, someone who's familiar with the celestial touch."
Celestial.
and I like
She,
I instinctually reach out with my right arm, and I grab my left shoulder, and I'm just like, because I'm pretty sure that I'm starting to feel it like all the way through
yes.
the the technology that's on my left arm, and I'm just like, you could say that. Yeah.
The man that's with her looks at you, Ventus, and goes, "Yes, a celestial touch, and this man has definitely been in the presence of a celestial once in his life. Although I don't think he realizes he's been helping raise one."
Huh?
I'm
And I'm like,
sorry.
God
Did
damn
I
it!
just hear
And
that?
all of a sudden, like my face just drops. I'm like, God damn it!
He looks at her and and says, "Ellie, I think it's time to drop the ruse."
Can we do this somewhere else and not in the open?
He looks around. He goes,
This is as good a
"I see
place as
nothing.
any.
I see nothing for us to fear."
Okay.
And he looks right at you, Ventus, and he goes, "Nino had to have been a disappointment for you. You really don't have your memory, do you?"
No. He said a bunch of weird stuff, and just trying to.
I'm guessing he mentioned that you were his father,
Yeah, that doesn't
and
make
that
any
all he
sense.
was trying to do was make your dream come true.
My dream.
Upon you responding with that, you see her and him both take on a new form. You see her shrink down to this very small, petite pixie. And you see him grow into almost a mountain of a dwarf. He makes lawns look tiny. He takes a knee in front of you, says, "The Eden Guard was mentioned, correct?
Yes.
We were your soldiers when you and Caius were one body.
Who is Caius?
Caius is the other half that you've been told about so much in your journey."
Other half. I still don't have any context to that. I've heard of people seeing me.
Yes, I'm
Your
about to
Wonder
give
Twin,
you,
apparently.
I'm going to give you context. Let me begin by telling you the reason we gave you those swords is to see if you were still worthy of being our leader.
Your leader. So wait,
Eden Guard.
you're in league with Nino?
No, 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 no. Not in league. Nino took over control of the Eden Guard when your soul split.
So was he a member of the Eden Guard?
He was essentially our general, which he so prided himself on. My father left me in charge. My father left me in charge. None of us really gave a damn.
I
You
I,
see,
I get the feeling.
when your soul was in one body, you had the idea to go to Astera and get the power to actually move everything as one. You wanted to unite the powers of all 6 satellites.
Satellites? Moons?
Say what?
Yes, the moons. And he looks at you, Zane. Says, "You call them moons. They're
Oh
satellites.
shit. Oh
Homeworlds,
shit.
if you would. Each homeworld had the power of a very specific element.
That makes sense, but that's like the
Yeah.
that's like the
You-
fabric of everything that the world is built on.
Yes. You were in charge of all of us. We followed your lead without question. When you went to Astera, you were trying to fix the beacon. The power surge was too much. You lost your mind, your soul left, and removed the beacon, not on purpose, but by accident, causing a great catastrophe. Your soul, for some reason, split into 2 different bodies. This Caius is the rest of your soul. I'm sure you've heard some reference as to not being complete or feeling only half full.
Yeah, I've heard that since we left Maygrove.
It's because you're literally one mind in 2 different bodies. We, for the life of us, cannot figure out how that happened,
I don't.
but it did.
I think I'm starting to follow. So what was the
It's a lot.
what was the point of the Eden Guard?
To keep everyone on each of the stations in line.
Stations,
Essentially,
satellites.
Satellites to the moon.
So there's
The
people up there.
populace. Yes. Celestial beings. They don't really make an appearance down here often. We Eden Guard are really the only ones capable of doing this without any kind of special help.
Holy! I mean, you're hearing Zane behind all this going. Holy.
Yeah. And every time Zane does that, he just kind of looks at you and grins and says, "I've got more." And he turns back to you
Oh,
again
no.
at this. Because I know that this is a lot to take in.
Yeah,
You
no
ain't kidding.
This
We
is
wanted
like
to make sure that you were willing to do what was necessary to put down Nino. Your price is not in coin. Your price is bringing that crown where it needs to go.
so.
I swear to God, if you stay on top of his head, I'll be really, really mad.
No, Nino had a misconception that wearing the crown on either you or Caius would reunite your mind. The problem is you've already been split from your other half for so long, combining it would end the world. It would end all life as we know it.
He
refused
also
to accept that.
mentioned that only an albino minotaur can activate it. Is that true?
Yes and no. Albino, yes, but there's a specific bloodline of albinos.
Is it stone
Only
skin?
the Stone Skin tribe, because the Stone Skins are
Damn.
all albinos.
Is there a special way that it activates if I touch it? Or does
No.
it? So I can touch it and not activate it.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
He had it in his head that he needed you
Yeah.
because
yeah.
for you to be the one to put it on Caius or Ventus's head, they would accept it without resistance. Because you, to Ventus, are like a brother. Why would a brother turn down a gift?
Yeah.
Zeno did not know what he was doing. He
I'm-
had a very wrong assumption.
I'm just gonna sit down for a second if y'all don't mind.
Oh, please, by all means.
Oh,
So,
goddamn relieved I don't have to worry about not touching the damn thing.
Holy shit.
There's more.
But wait,
Oh,
there's
gosh.
more.
So, Ventus, Nino was your son. When you were whole, you granted your son the right to lead as the number one of the Eden Guard. He was never our general. He was your number one. Anything that you wanted carried out went to him, and from him was dispersed to us. We kept the populace from destroying itself. The reason you tried to go and fix everything was because we were having rebellions. They were trying to take power from you. They no longer wanted you in charge because of all the disasters that were happening on our satellites. It was out of your control. It was out of our control. None of us could have foreseen what happened.
so what? Okay, I get that my soul split in half with
Yes.
the Eternal Beacon, but what is the Eternal Beacon?
The eternal beacon is what allows everything to exist in harmony.
And where is it now?
What's left of it is in your eye.
As I put my hand over my
gosh.
discolored eye.
That would be the one.
Oh, shit.
So,
Does Caius have the other?
so is that why I'm able to use magic without runes?
Without runes. Caius can as well.
Holy shit.
The two of you need to somehow find each other and a common ground. Insert that crown back in its pedestal. And that will heal the beacon. It will remove itself without removing your eye. But it will remove itself and place itself back inside the crown on its pedestal where it belongs. It will not repair the damage that is done. But what it will allow is for the Celestials to be able to come down here once again.
So they're stuck.
They're stuck.
Where's this pedestal?
I just.
Do you know?
The pedestal is in Astera.
So we have to.
That's what now?
Oh, sorry, Zane. I forgot you were still lost. In Astera. It's a satellite.
It's his
fell,
old age. It's catching up to him.
and
Bullshit. What?
we don't know.
Do you realize what this is doing right now?
Yeah. This is ruining his
This is
entire
undoing
world.
centuries. This is undoing centuries of what we thought we knew. Okay, so just excuse me for a second. If you, fuck you, by the way.
Don't
I
worry,
mean-
I'm on health. You can just shoot me later for enjoyment.
We do not know
Cool.
where Astera is.
Ah,
It could be anywhere on this planet.
God.
So you'll need to
Mm.
find it.
Well,
mm,
well, I get that, and I appreciate your concern. But right now, we need to focus on getting our land back to where it needs to be. After the ravages of war, it is
And
not.
that, young sir, is where you would be wrong. So you have someone who's in charge of that already.
mhm.
Your father, here on this planet. He is the
And-
one in charge of doing that. You have a duty. You may not be your celestial self anymore, but you still have a duty to attend.
Okay. What? why does it still matter? Is the world going to end if I don't?
You don't want that thing stuck in your head very much longer.
Okay.
I cannot tell you why. And that's your fault,
What kind
by
of
the way.
time?
You have a year
Oh, you're shitting me.
to prepare.
Prepare
total.
for.
You have a total of 3 years before it's too late. I cannot tell you why. Because you, before you went to fix the beacon, swore us all to secrecy. We can't even speak the reason without dying.
I must have been a real asshole.
No, you were worried about mass panic.
You don't say.
I do say.
Well, I'm glad you're
I-
able. I'm glad you're able to tell us this much. This is a lot to take in. I'm sure you understand.
I'm walking a fine line with the information that I'm giving you. Because I could give you accidentally a hint and drop dead myself. But you'd never even hear the hint before it came out of my mouth.
So I need to find this Caius.
Yes. You need to find Caius. You need to find Astera. And you need to put the crown back on its pedestal. Then and only then will everything be right again. I don't think that's going to be too much for your party. You seem to be able to handle yourselves.
Well, that's
Well,
a.
What's your name, by the way, again, sir?
For Zane, I think he might be a little lost.
No. I'm getting everything. It's taking a second, but I'm wrapping around it. But what's your name again?
Okay, so you are keeping up. Good. My name is Sumbril.
Sumbro?
Sumbril.
Okay, Mr.
It's
Sumbro.
some bro that you met. Okay.
I am the
Some
eating
real
bar
thing.
of the earth element.
Okay. Mr. Sumbro.
No mystery.
The threat from. Okay, fine. Sumbril it is. Is the threat from Nino really and truly over?
Oh, yes. He used the last of his
Okay.
power to possess that body.
12-year-old kid. I still can't believe that.
He is gone to the wind.
I
Oh,
have a
that
story to
that
tell to Edgar
12-year-old
that he would enjoy.
that 12-year-old is going to surprise you in a few years.
That's
There's a
awesome.
reason Nino
I'm very,
selected him.
I'm very glad. I'm very glad.
So
That's cool.
when I latched on to Nino, he went back to his other form. Do you know why?
That's the first time you've embraced him since you disappeared.
So did he willingly change back?
No, you just caught him off guard. He felt the touch of his father and lost focus.
Well, I started seeing visions, and what I saw was him going absolutely berserk and destroying everything. Like he was going to raise the entire world into flame. Like I felt like he lost his mind, and it was like it happened, and we all died.
Well,
But
that absolutely would have happened had you not had that vision. Which, by the way, that's what that mark on your forearm gives you.
it felt so real.
Wait. He can literally see the future.
Well, moments of it.
This
They'll be
is gonna
periodic.
weird.
It
This
was.
is really gonna be weird.
Yes.
I don't really I don't really understand completely, but I'm starting to. It's starting to make sense. So I have the ability to see into the future, is what you're telling me.
Yes. It'll never be an exact moment. Like, you can't predict what part of the future you're going to see. But you'll see a piece of future now and then
Well, that
that could help you on your journey.
it's
Mm.
Clearly, it saved you guys in this fight.
well, I just acted like I had this feeling, and it felt so real. And when I realized that it didn't happen, I just moved, and that was
Mhm.
just my reaction to it. That is insane.
Ellie, since Nino's gone, why don't you go ahead and do the thing? Ellie kind of straightens up and stretches a little bit and smiles, and she goes, I'm gonna do the thing. And walks over and puts her finger on your forehead.
Oh Jesus!
And you feel that same warmth from head to toe. And now you actually feel absolute control over the runes that you've learned. She walks over to Lons and puts a finger on his forehead. It says, your music will be inspirational, even more so now. Your bardic inspiration is now going to be an additional +2. She walks over to Turok and puts a finger on your forehead. Says, such a strong creature, but what should I do for you? I think I'll make you light as a feather. You now have Featherfall. She walks over to Zane, and just before she puts her finger on your forehead, she puts her hand back down. Sanguine Sage, what can I grant you?
No, this is actually a question.
Yes.
Like I need to answer.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm like,
You're so creative. I can't just choose for you.
I need the knowledge of how to reverse this anti-rune technology.
She looks at it and says, done, and taps you on the forehead and gives you all the knowledge you need for anti-magic rune and regular runes. Your head is filled with the knowledge of every rune that has ever existed.
Ooh.
Their capabilities, what not to do with them, everything that the anti-runes are capable of, and what not to use them for.
So the balance thing, the whole balance thing, I've got it in my head now.
You have the knowledge of the balance.
Boom! Yes!
She flaps her wings a little bit, goes back and says, what can I do for them as a crew? I think I'll save that for a later date. She flutters her wings back over to where she was sitting and sits back down. And Sombrel says, thank you for doing that. So, Ventus, Zane, Turok, Lance, what can I do for you? Ventus, would you like to give you some peace of mind?
Yeah.
He walks over and he puts his finger on your forehead and says, you are comfortable with everything that you've been told, and you know everything will be fine. And you have absolute peace of mind from this moment forward. What this does is it gives you a +2 against any kind of mental attack, whether it be someone trying to intimidate you, someone trying to surprise you, someone trying to con you, anything that would be to take advantage of you mentally, you'll have that +2 bonus towards.
So did he just make me more stoic?
Yes.
That's badass.
More like the Iron Wall.
And he walks over
Just
to
what we
you,
do
Lons.
with the other-
Lons Lebeck, the great barbarian. What can I do for you?
I kind of arrogantly say, I don't think I need much more.
Don't need much more. Well, since you really have no actual needs, he puts his finger on your forehead and goes, from this day forward, no matter how dirty you get, you will always smell of rosemary.
Yo.
Rosemary. It's an
That's right.
interesting
Now when you
spice to
smell
like.
rosemary, you're just gonna be like, it smells like him.
It smells like lawns.
He smells of lilac and gooseberries.
He walks over to you, Turok, and he goes, Turok, the paladin. What can I do for you? I feel like you're more than just a paladin.
The master's probably sitting on top of a big ass elephant. While you're talking to him.
No, he's sitting
No,
on a unicorn.
Yeah.
Unicorn.
Well, I'm not sitting on a
Yeah,
unicorn. I'm just
goddamn.
sitting down on,
Oh,
on
next
the
to
ground.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. I'm not just a paladin. I'm protector of who I can help. You know, it's, I don't know.
Do you want to be more than a paladin?
Oh,
Yes.
Do you want to be a fighter, or a monk, or a wizard? Or maybe a rogue?
mhm.
You're a lizard, Torok.
Maybe. Do you say that out loud, Lons?
Sure do.
Maybe you liked the look of Acosta.
I did. I thought it looked pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie.
Would you like to be a half-dragon minotaur?
Oh, jeez.
You can
do
just
that?
do that?
Zane's like, he can do that?
Would I still be albino?
Yes.
Oh gosh, no, he's gonna be freaking Bahamut. He's gonna be Bahamut. He's gonna be Bahamut.
I look at Zane and say, I used to lead these guys.
Hey, what y'all think? Half dragon minotaur? Yeah or nay?
I get you. Don't
Show of
ask me. I feel like I ought to just detach my hand just to be like, I abstain from this.
He takes
This is weird.
So he takes a step back and he says, "Show of hands, Ventus. You think you should be a half-dragon?"
I look at him for a sec. If that's what makes you happy, buddy, go for it.
Lons, do you think he should be a half-dragon?
I am completely oblivious to this conversation because I'm too busy smelling in really awkward places of my body.
So as you lean over for the most awkward spot to sniff, he goes, "I'm gonna take that as a yes." Zane, do you think he should be a half-dragon?
Yeah, I just, yeah. You're gonna no. I'm not voting. I'm not voting.
He puts his finger on your forehead and says, "And you're calm."
Uh-huh.
You feel a
No,
calmness.
I've been calm this whole time.
You know,
I've been calm this whole time. But
I've always wanted a dragon best friend.
this,
I mean, what's the downside of
I
being
think-
a half dragon Minotaur?
I always wanted a
Is there
dragon
one?
best friend.
No.
Please do it.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I would assume scale skin, correct?
Gets like a
That's all
plus to his
details that
AC or
will-
some bullshit.
That's all
Yeah.
details that will work out after the stream.
Okay.
He'll start hoarding gold,
my God.
Theo said.
So, gold in the barn.
I mean, I still got that one gold piece from Zane.
I'm gonna creep up on Zane, and be like, dude, smell this, and just like shove him my armpit, like,
Are you
Zane, you
So,
But
get
I'm
this
really-
overwhelming
smell, man.
scent of rosemary.
so if he forced, does
I
it
did-
still smell like rosemary?
Yes.
it's only if I'm
I
dirty.
bet it
Oh my
does.
god.
I look at Sumbro and I
Well,
say,
no, it
these are...
doesn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It means not as dirty and filthy as you get. It doesn't matter. You're still gonna smell like rosemary.
I look at Sumbro and I
Shut
say,
yourself up.
these are my best friends.
Yes, they
I'm
are.
like, it's like the end of a fucking cartoon.
Sombros
I'm
is
chasing
so
around my
weird.
fucking armpit, and he's like, no.
What
The-
are you
While you and Zane are going in circles, he looks at you.
No, I'm not. I'm not running around.
Okay.
I'm just.
I'm
I'm
not
just like.
here to
Are you
know.
serious right now?
I'm not hearing enough.
I think you should do it.
Rock? Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So he puts his finger on your forehead and says that after you rest, you'll wake up tomorrow with your new aesthetic.
Body.
Dragon. And that's it.
The bad dragon.
He takes a step
The
back.
only part of the dragon that really matters.
He takes a step back. Says, "These are the gifts that we will grant you
Hmm.
to help you along with your
Personal.
new mission, your new journey."
And I
Use them
kind of raised my
wisely.
hand.
Says, "Zane, I know you're still waiting for your gift, but I wanted to get a few things out of the way before I offer you something, because I
Okay.
have a feeling you want something very specific."
I do.
I thought so. So before I give Zane his gift, we are giving you these gifts and these abilities to help you in your next part of your journey. It will be a long journey. It will be a hard journey. Many will fall on your way to finding Astera. Keep in mind that no matter what happens at the end of your journey, you have to continue forward after. Zane.
Hmm.
What is the one thing you desire most?
I want to know about all 6 satellites.
Granted. And he puts his finger on your forehead. Says the knowledge of all. And your mind is flooded with the information about all 6 satellites and information of what Astera looked like before it fell, what it held, who protected it, everything. You know everything about the denizens of each satellite, which Eden guards were in charge of what satellite. You also now have the knowledge of what Ventus and Caius were before they became 2 separate bodies.
Oh my.
So this will be an after stream fill-in.
Mhm. Mhm.
He takes a step back. Says, "Ellie and I are going to take
Then
our
I-
leave."
Hmm.
You what?
All you see whenever you're looking at Zane now is Zane's eyes just like God, like
Saucers.
basically, and he's just standing there almost frozen, just Just no movement whatsoever. You can hardly tell if he's breathing or not. He is, but you can barely
Yeah,
tell.
but you can barely tell. But he takes a step back. Says, Ellie and I are going to take our leave now. We are going to return to our homes. You will not see us again until you've completed your journey.
I look at them and I bow like as hard as possible. Thank you. It's like just
Ellie laughs very, very loudly. Like the volume that comes out of this pixie kind of startles you guys.
oh, thank you.
Turok stands up and bows as well. He says, "Thank you so much."
Is it enough to break me out of my stupor? I don't know, but
Yes,
and unlike
it is.
Ventus,
Not
I
because
don't.
I'm bowing.
And unlike Ventus, I don't bow so fast. That way, I don't stick my head in the ground.
Yeah. And Ellie floats over to you, Zane, or Ventus, and she puts her head on your under your chin and stands you back up. She goes, "You don't bow to us." And she bows to you.
oh wow.
Lord,
Real
I
Lord of
really
the Rings
shit
on
around
here.
here.
Stumbill bows to you. They both turn to you, Turok, Zane, and Lons, and they say, "You are part of Ventus's family now, which makes you worthy of the same respect." And they both bow to the three of you as well.
Huh.
I'm not really bowing. I'm just trying to smell my feet.
Ellie sees this and is giggling even harder now. And looks over at Sunbell and goes, "He's going to be smelling himself for a week before he realizes that he's still sniffing himself."
A week. I'm gonna say 3 more months.
That is so funny,
You
dude.
have not heard the last of the rosemary scented barbarian.
The Rosemary Bard.
Yep. Lons, Rosemary.
The Sanguine Sage and the Rosemary Bard. Oh my god.
Yes.
It's like a buddy cop, man.
So with
Buddy
that,
cop film.
the two of them vanish from your sight, and you guys are now able to take in your surroundings. You see that Red Hoof has taken everybody out. They have left. There are several members of your father's platoon coming in. Your father's coming in behind them. With them is also Bruta, Polar Knight, Theo.
I plainly see this, right?
All of you see this.
I want to shout at them saying, "You're late."
And Bruta goes, "I'm never late. I showed up precisely when I intended to.
Yeah, when there's no work.
Thank you, Gandalf.
I've done my work."
I'm just laughing.
She's laughing as she's responding. So Theo walks over to you, Lons, and the first words out of his mouth are, "Wow, that scent is overpowering. Is that rosemary?"
Oh
Take
gosh.
the boot that I'm using that's covered my face. I'm like, totally is. And I just put it right back over my face, like I'm like just absorbing it.
Oh my god.
God, bro.
And he
Oh,
kind
trust me,
of
y'all, this ain't over, bro.
he leans back and kind of lifts his head up, and he's got his snout in the air. Takes a nice deep breath, and he goes, "Lons, do you know how we can advertise you now?"
Oh, do tell.
Dear God.
The Rosemary Barbarian,
Yep.
live and in person.
I take like 2
You'll
seconds.
never smell the booze.
2 seconds to embrace that phrase before I put the boot right back on my face.
Vintage, your father walks up to you, and says, "Well, it seems that the battle is over, and so is the war. You finally lived up to your potential, boy. I've never had a prouder moment."
And I just look at him and like I just don't even know what to say. I just like it's like I'm happy, so my eyes start watering because this is the first time that I've ever felt like I lived up to my father's expectations, and
Hmm.
it is so. Even though I'm like a lot more um, stoic now, it's like it broke through all of that, and I just look at him and I salute him.
He says, "There's no need for you to salute me, boy. This is your victory." He steps back. Brutus steps back. Theo steps back. The rest of the army comes to attention. They all salute the four of you.
I feel like this is wasted on me.
Victory is to you and yours.
And
Go ahead, slip back.
it's
I try to salute back, and I get caught in the moment and start doing this. And I just kind of wander off in that exact position the other direction.
Ultimate dad moment. Like,
Yeah.
I look at my father and I tell him that there's a lot that I wanted to talk to him about, like alone.
Okay. He tells you, "We've got, from the looks of it, plenty of time. Let's just enjoy this moment."
Okay, father.
And I walk over to Asher and I place my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, I need to talk to Lucius now.
He says, "Okay. There's a communications tower here in town, correct?"
Yes.
All right. Well,
Yep.
let's get you to the communications tower. And as he says that, Nimue steps up to you. He says, "I'm glad that we managed to settle our differences, Zane. And I do apologize for my tactics, but it was effective, to say the least."
And I look at her and I'm like, I have a feeling that you and I are going to be working a lot more closely together now.
She kind of looks at you with a lowered brow, like, "I'm sorry, what?" "What do you know that I don't know?"
A lot, actually.
And I just smirk at her and I'm like, plenty.
She kind of looks you up and down, and you see her close her eyes, and you can kind of feel her mentally reach out, and her eyes snap open, and she looks at you and says, "You know everything, don't you?"
And I'm like, I know enough.
"You know the balance now."
And I'm like, and I plan on making good on it.
"Me and my team are at your disposal." She says, "If you'll follow me, I will get you to the tower."
Nimue, hold up.
"Yes."
Sorry about your orc, buddy. He wanted to fight me mid-battle, and, well, he didn't get a chance to swing.
"I'm just glad you boys got it out of your system.
Yeah, he's not getting up.
I didn't know if you were gonna fight or fuck."
A true love story.
We fought, and I fucked his world up, so, you know, it's kind of both.
So we got the best of both worlds.
Ha! Hey, that was me slapping my knee. That's- You know, I have to say this. Out of everything that I have encountered today, and all the training you fellas went through all your life, and all Ventus had to do was hug the enemy, I feel like that was just wasted years of training. Wasted.
Look, you
Just
know,
had to hug. Just had to
It
hug
was
it
one
out.
hug to rule them all.
I don't even know what to say
Had
to
to hug
that,
it out.
Lons. I've just been at a loss for words all day. And I think the most confusing thing is how those words left your mouth. More confusing than my past. I'm impressed.
Mm.
Oh man. But with that, we bring you to the season end of the first season of the Journey of Astera. 2 weeks from now, we will begin the second season. And we will fill you in the first episode of everything that will happen between now and then.
Hmm.
I think
Just-
that's pretty amazing. The amount of information to digest is colossal. Check your messenger real quick. I am floored, and I am glad that everybody has been here for this entire season. I really appreciate it. It's been really awesome to have everybody just be a part of it. So, thank you for all the support, and I'm really looking forward to season 2. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
Yeah, how about that Dungeon Master, son? Come on.
Right?
Give him some of that.
Thank you.
All right? This wouldn't be
I'm-
happening without the man, the legend, the
Wait.
myth,
Wait,
Ming the Merciless.
the
wait.
floating head.
In character.
Mm.
In character. I start hearing a whisper. And it says, as I look to Zane,
Mm.
I'm on Eden's string.
Bum bum bum.
That's where we're going to end it.
I just want to thank everybody that stuck out this with us. I know it's had a lot of ups and downs. It's had its curves. Next season, got a lot coming to you. There's going to be, like I said, we're going to tell you everything that's going to happen on this. It's going to be a little bit of a time jump, so we're going to fill you in on everything that's happened over that gap of time. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy what season 2 is going to bring. Season 2 is going to move our team to new waters, for lack of a better phrasing. Be ready.
Anybody else have anything they want to say to everybody watching?
Thanks for being here, and looking forward to what we got coming.
Yep.
And then there's
you
this
guys
guy.
are awesome.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody that came out to watch both myself and HoloLock stream. This has been a blast for all of us involved. I'm looking forward to season 2. I hope you guys are too. Yeah, this was definitely a wild ride for sure. Last couple episodes been really hard to digest with so much happening, but
Yeah.
It's been awesome. And Go Hex, if you want to shout out your stream to my viewers, you can.
yeah, feel free to follow me at GoHex on Twitch, which is actually right here by my name, or GoHex's Gaming on both YouTube and Facebook platforms. You can watch all of our live videos there under the Live Videos tab. And feel free to like, follow, and subscribe.
Priest, what about you?
You can also follow the LODW streamers also on Twitch. If you could just type that into the chat so they could see how that's spelled. It's literally just LODW_streamers.
That was actually the most recent sub. It is on screen.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so that's our Twitch. We will also have the same thing on YouTube. We don't have anything for this on there at the moment, but when you and I get a chance to talk, Ryan, will try to get some of those videos over to that as well.
Yeah, I'll get the videos. I'll try to get the videos cut up and see what I can toss on over
Yeah,
to you guys.
And I do have direct links for both HoloLock and GoHex on the LODW Streamer Twitch page. So if you can't find them because you misspelt it, they are on there as suggestions for you to follow as well.
Now, all of the videos for anybody who's new or jumped in late, every single episode is on my HoloLock YouTube channel at the moment under the live tab, because I've gone live on YouTube and on Twitch simultaneously every time, and I made sure to keep track of all of them. I will be when I have the available time, I will be going through and trying to edit down the videos if at all possible, but I'm at least going to put them in a I'm at least going to put the videos in a playlist for season 1 and make it easier to access, but that way everybody can, if you want to go through it over the next couple weeks while we're getting everything else together to start season 2, you can get caught up however you want, and yeah, it'll be a good way to catch up. At least that way you can kind of see what we've been doing, and tell your friends.
Yeah, definitely tell your friends.
But with that being said, I just want to say thank you to every single person that has been watching and supporting us. Thank you to Scion Esports for sponsoring us, and
Thank you.
And thank you to all of you guys for making this possible, because it wouldn't be near as fun if I didn't have y'all. So appreciate
It
it.
would just be a bunch of nerds streaming live to ourselves.
Nerds.
But yeah, guys. That being said, we'll see y'all in a couple weeks. I'll still be streaming on the channel, but the campaign starts in a couple weeks, so make sure you tune in for that at least. So y'all have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Yep.